Hi guys, this is Module 7, Lesson 24. Today we will draw a line plot to represent data. Hoy vamos a dibujar un diagrama lineal para representar datos. So, way at the beginning of this unit, we learned about data tables, right? And this is a new kind of data table, okay? So, it has, the title. These are the titles, okay? So it's talking about the arm length in inches and number of students, okay? So if you look at this column here, this is a number of inches, okay, the length of students' arms, and these are the number of students whose arms measure that length. For example, one student's arm measures 17 inches, okay? 2 students' arms measure 18 inches. 4 students have arms that measure 19 inches. 6 students have arms that measure 20 inches. 2 students have arms that measure 21 inches. And 1 student has arms that measure 22 inches. Okay? And so that's my data table. And this same information that's here is in my line plot. So this is my line plot. Okay? So, if you look at it, right, the title is students in Miss Mora's class, because that's what we're talking about here. And so it's called a line plot because it looks kind of like a number line. If you look here, it's going across and it has numbers, just like a number line, right? But, okay, here's the interesting part. My number line here starts at 0. And then it skips to 17, then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, which are the numbers from my table, okay? So these two, like, hash marks here, all right, mean that you are skipping the numbers in between 0 and 17, okay? Because if you start at 1, right, you would have to show me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, until you get to 17. But since no students have arms that measure that length, we don't need to include those numbers. So that's why we're going from 0, and then these are indicating that we're skipping to 17, okay? And then, so this one here is for 17, okay? 18, we have 2 students, and that's here, okay? And then we have 4 students who measure 19 inches, 6 students whose arms measure 20 inches, 2 students whose arms measure 21 inches, and 1 student whose arms measure 22 inches. Okay, and that's the same information that we found in our data table. Alrighty? So, we're going to practice drawing some today. So, este es mi diagrama lineal, okay, todo esto. Y tiene la información de la tabla de datos que aprendimos al principio de este tema, ok, pero esta se ve un poco diferente, así es que este lado me dice las medidas en pulgadas y es lo que va acá abajo de nuestro diagrama lineal, ok. Si te fijas, aquí están los números de 17 a 22 y son los números que están aquí en mi diagrama lineal, ok. Y si te fijas, aquí empiezo en 0, pero estas dos rayitas significan que me estoy brincando los números entre 0 a 17. Porque como mi tabla aquí empieza en 17, ¿ok? Aquí también estoy empezando en 17. No necesito escribir los números que van aquí entre medio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hasta llegar hasta 17, ¿ok? Y aquí los números de estudiantes, ¿ok? Estos son los estudiantes. Aquí está 1 en el 17, 2 en el 18, 4 en el 19, 6 en el 20, 2 en el 21 y 1 en el 22. ¿Ok? Toda esta información se encuentra aquí en nuestra tabla de datos. ¿Ok? Y eso es todo. So vamos a practicar. So guys, I have my data table with all the data I need, okay? And I'm gonna draw my line plot. So, para dibujar mi diagrama de cinta, okay, lo que debemos hacer es que vamos a dibujar una línea acá abajo, ok, Okay, so we're drawing a line down at the bottom, guys. And then I'm gonna look at my line graph. So first, to label my numbers, okay? So I have 0. And then if you look here, my first number is 48. Then it goes 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. And that's the height in inches of students, okay? So because it starts at 48 here, I'm gonna start my number line, for my line plot, at 48. And I'm going to draw my 2 hash marks here. They're diagonal hash marks that show that I'm skipping between 0 to 48 because I don't need those numbers, okay? So then I have 49, 50, 51, 52, and 53. And I'm going to label this too. So this same height in inches, okay, is what I'm going to label down here, because that's what the information is that I'm putting down on my line plot. So height in inches. Okay. And then I'm going to graph my number of students. Okay. So I have 3 students at like 40, I mean, not that like, that are 48 inches tall. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 X's. Then I have 1 student who's 49 inches tall. I have 2 students who are 50 inches tall. 5 students that are 51 inches tall. And remember, we're drawing our X's about the same size, okay? So that you can see just by looking at my line plot that there are more students that are 51 inches tall than 48 inches, okay? For 52, we have 4 students. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 students are 53 inches tall. 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I can't forget to write my title. And because this data is just telling me that these are the number of students, your title can just be students in the class, or students in Miss Mora's class. And that is it. We're all done. Okay. So aquí dibujé mi diagrama lineal y empecé con el 0 y me brinqué al 48 porque aquí el número más pequeño es 48, es el número que empiezo en mi diagrama. Y por eso fue que puse mis 2 rayitas aquí, porque quieren decir que me voy a brincar del 0 al 48. ¿Ok? Y aquí puse el título de esta categoría, la altura en pulgadas, porque estos números pertenecen a la altura en pulgadas. ¿Ok? Y entonces dibujé mis X para representar a los estudiantes. Aquí tengo 3 con el 48, 1 de 49, 2 de 50, 5 de 51, 4 de 52 y 5 que miden 53 pulgadas. ¿Ok? Y aquí mi título de estudiantes en la clase de Miss Mora es aquí porque estos números pertenecen a los números de estudiantes. Así es que tú puedes escribir estudiantes en la clase o solo número de estudiantes. ¿Ok? Y eso es todo. Okay, guys, so same thing. I'm going to try this one out. So I'm going to start by drawing my line, my number line down below. I'm going to start at 0. And when I look at my data table here, right, my first number, so I'm graphing the ribbon length in inches and the number of ribbons, okay? So for my ribbon length in inches, it starts at 12, which means that I don't have any that measure anything below 12. So I'm going to draw my 2 hash marks, and then my first tally is going to be 12. And then I have 13, and 14, 15, 16, and 17. And remember, I got those numbers here on the side that's ribbon length in inches. So I'm going to label my line plot down here that this represents the ribbon length in inches. ribbon length in inches. Okay, then I'm going to actually graph the number of ribbons. So I'm going to look at this side now. Okay, and for the first one, I have 6 ribbons that are 12 inches long, so I'm going to draw 6 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 ribbons are 13 inches long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 ribbons are 14 inches long. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure, guys, that you're drawing your X's about the same size, okay? 1 ribbon is 15 inches long. 3 ribbons are 16 inches long. 1, 2, 3. And 5 ribbons are 17 inches long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just by looking at my graph, I can tell that more ribbons are 13 inches long than 12 inches long, because this X here, right, it looks like it's above here, above my 12 inches long. So you can tell it's more, right? That's why it's important to draw our X's about the same size. Okay. So, oh, and I forgot one step. The title for my graph. Because in my data table it just says number of ribbons, so I'm just going to make my title Miss Mora's Ribbons. Miss Mora's Ribbons. Or you could have titled it Number of Ribbons, or Ribbons in the Drawer, Ribbons in the Closet, okay? And that is it. So now we're done drawing our line plot, okay? So aquí dibujé mi línea numérica que hace mi diagrama lineal, ok? Y como aquí en mi tabla, la longitud, ¿verdad? Empieza con el 12, por eso es que aquí me brinqué del 0 al 12, ¿ok? Y esto se representa aquí dibujando las 2 rayitas, que quiere decir que los números aquí entre el 0 y 12 no son importantes, no los estamos poniendo en la tabla, en el diagrama, ¿ok? Y entonces aquí mis números 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 están aquí de este lado y representan, aquí dice el ribbon length in inches, que es lo que escribí acá abajo, la longitud de los listones. Y entonces en este lado de mi tabla vi los datos. Tengo 6 listones que miden 12 y es lo que se ve aquí. 6, luego 7 miden 13, 4 miden 14, 1 mide 15, 3 miden 16 y 5 miden 17. Ok, y eso es todo. Y tengo que escribir aquí mi título. Como aquí en la tabla dice número de listones, ok, yo solo puse aquí los listones de Miss Mora. Y eso es todo. Pero tú podrías haber dicho los listones en el cajón o los listones en el gabinete, ok, algo que quiere decir con los listones, como dice aquí en la tabla. Y eso es todo. So for your exit ticket, guys, here is a table, a data table, and I want you to draw the line plot to match, okay? So you're talking about the length of feet in inches and the number of students whose feet are that length, okay? So put that into a line plot and take a picture and submit to Class Dojo. So aquí tu tarea de Class Dojo, vas a hacer un diagrama lineal que tenga la información de aquí de la tabla de datos, ¿ok? Así es que todo esto, así como lo practicamos, lo vas a hacer tú. No es necesario copiar la tabla de datos, ¿ok? Solamente dibuja el diagrama lineal con la información. Le tomas foto y la entregas a Class Dojo, ¿ok?